or not. But good thing you caught the number.
I also got the lag, but whenever you pick up the power-up, it's usually 2 seconds from that to the end.
Oh, okay, yeah, makes sense. Alright. Pinecone making her way out. I didn't catch Kaio's attempt if he went for the impossible strat or if he was doing a backup.
Yeah, needing to climb up the stretchies, we're gonna save some animals here. Unlike in Super Metroid, not optional in this game.
Unfortunately. Well, he's gonna have to climb up.
Yeah, going a little bit too far forward. There's a visual cue where you put Samus's foot, you run up right up to a door in the background. And that sets you up to do a shine break where you charge up a shine spark and it breaks the speed booster blocks under you.
Yeah. So
it looks like the animals are just not cooperating here.
Damn, those were... I think that was like a little above average. I might be wrong though.
Yeah, animals a nice point of RNG just because they want to waste more of our frames sometimes.
Yeah.
So sometimes they'll run right to the door when you let them out, and sometimes they just want to take a few extra rounds on the tire swing.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe go get some water before they walk through the door.
They got quite a bit of a trek to Samus's ship after, so they gotta get ready, pack their things.
Yeah. Adam was hoping that there were going to be some people up there, but instead all we get are the animals. Honestly, ask me, that's a better situation.
Yeah, get to cuddle with some of them, hopefully, back in the ship. Alright, so gotta go back to Sector 5 again. As Autumn said, gonna be visiting like 3 times, so second trip to get power bombs real quick. Because most of the download stations, some of them are like destroyed or compromised already, so then so it's like the safest one to go for is the one where Samus just went to get the ice missiles.
Yeah, it looks like Caio also picking up the missiles at the top of the main elevator.
Yep. Yeah, spend a little bit of time. Because yeah, ideally for the late game, yeah, we want to have like a lot of missiles for a lot of bosses, I guess, like Yakuza, Vittori, and Nightmare.
Yeah, optimal is... I believe the prevailing wisdom is still that the optimal missile count is 45.
Yeah.
Because you have to balance how much it'll save you over a charge shot, which takes 64 frames to charge, so just over a second.
Yep.
Pinecone trying to use the shot extend, jump extends to get over there. Not quite making it over to the ledge. That is tough, but getting a good backup here.
Yeah, it is a bit hard to get that jump extend to get across. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was in the right spot, but readjusted anyway, but was still like in the range of the right spot either way.
Yeah, it looks like that might have just been some race nerves, but getting the shine spark up the stretchy tunnel as Caio going back into Sector 5.
Yep. Whoa, like 3 animals just insta came out, but the other 2 are kind of big chilling though, so
yeah, the little baby Decora just not wanting to go fast. And yep. I just love watching it scuttle away at the end of that.
The tiny little legs, it's like, it's harder to keep up with everybody. Oh, I think Pinecone forgot the missiles, so she's going back for them.
And Kabutroid in chat saying Cat Girl's back, referring to our favorite cat girl in the background in Sector 5. Caio picking up the power bombs here. Going to immediately use them to go down below.
Yep.
If he ran off to the left, he'd see that there's a door that's blown up. Oh, this is dead end. Oh, good thing there are some bomb blocks here.
I didn't even know that you could do that to not have the SAXC.
I also didn't know that.
Because, yeah, since you normally just, like, power bomb the whole thing and, like, let it chase you and you just run, but...
I know Caio has put in some work on... was putting in some work on doing damageless in this, so I'm wondering if that's one of the damageless strats.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, because you have to do, like, like 3 bombs instead of the one power bomb. But yeah, he was also at like 280 health, which could be a little dangerous if you like slip up and get shot by the SAX. So
And getting cleanly through the shutter, so having the speed to get through that power bomb, Garon. If not, you need to wait for a power bomb to go off, and that takes approximately 3 to 5 business years.
something like that. There's
Ooh.
a cat girl in the shadow.
Stepping on a pancake on the way out, I've never really understood how that damages Samus, but, you know.
Yeah, right? Definitely stomping on that thing, so like, why she got hurt? And then yeah, not being able to just shoot missiles at them when running because of having ice missiles now, and then they freeze. And they get in your way and slow down a little if you freeze them, so like, that's why ideally you want to spam shots with your wide beam.
And then Kaio getting one of the fun strats that saves a little bit of time there, doing a Shine Spark out of the data room.
Yep.
Or out of the nav room, rather.
Yeah.
Just to do a quick little jump up onto the elevator and get out.
Yeah, hit the slope and then keep your speed booster speed.
A little bit
I love
faster and a
doing
lot
that.
swaggier.
Exactly. I love it.
And now Kaio being asked to go back to the ship, but the elevator breaks halfway through, conveniently right at a morph ball tunnel.
Yep, convenient plot point.
And we've got some freezer burn chicken in the freezer.
Yeah, it just like crumbled even. Alright, so skipping out on these missiles here with the speed booster. So yeah, assume that he's trying to go for 45 missiles, so makes sense. And then yeah, sometimes you get forced to grab that missile pickup if you get bad RNG on the spitters and they knock you out of charging your speed booster when running straight. So
Yeah, and
then you end up having to power bomb the blocks and whatnot.
Yep, and then doing a speed jump to get back to the ship, where Adam is saying, hey, there are these animals in the ship now. What's the deal with that?
Yeah, just commandeered that ship and big chillin' now.
Yeah, unlike an SM, they're gonna hitch a ride with us this time.
Yep.
So we don't even get an extra pixel in the background.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And pinecone through the SAX chase, getting a red X to fully refill.
Yep.
Kaio going into the main reactor, gonna have to try to figure out how to turn the power back onto the station.
Alright,
Picking up a free E-tank on the way.
The low percent boss where you gotta jump over that E-tank in the kind of narrow room.
Yeah, definitely easy to hit that. And we're going to get another of our RNG bosses. Getting into the latter portion of the run, we're basically going to be in a boss rush here, just taking a little bit of time to get between them and go up against some really cool boss fights. We're going to go up against everyone's favorite spider boss, Yakuza, not to be confused with Arachnus.
Yeah, Kyle got a little lucky but unlucky at the same time because he was like shooting at the eye door, but it also gave him a beam anyway. But he's shooting like regular like shots at it, which would have like made the eye close if he didn't get a beam.
And so Yakuza will bounce around the room before going up, and it'll do it 0 to 4 times before opening up, when you can only shoot it when the mouth is open. And runners will jump up to let it grab you and then mash out, just mashing directions in order to get it to let go faster.
Yeah, so it doesn't have to scuttle around the room as much.
All things considered, not terrible RNG for Kaio.
Yeah, he had to do an extra cycle because his opener was kind of weak. So you can get a bunch of
you
shots
can get it in one cycle.
Oh, pardon?
You can get it in one cycle, but it definitely takes a little bit to learn.
Yeah. Alright, also not out of ammo, but yes, he's gonna have to refill for a bit.
And just on. Okay, there's some green X. At first, it looked like
screen right away, right?
all the health bombs.
Yeah, I thought it was just like all health, and then like there was like 2 green ones off screen that just didn't see.
Yeah, trying for doubles, not quite getting them, but gonna pick up the space jump here, which is good because otherwise there's no other way out of the room.
Yeah, the doubles getting progressively more tough since yeah, every missile upgrade that you get, your fire speed is slower, or like rate of fire is slower, and then the missiles like travel faster at their top speed. So
Yeah.
it's like tighter to get doubles, basically.
Pinecone picking up the missiles in the maintenance tunnel here, so going up to, I believe, a max of 50.
Yep.
And Akabu in chat pointing out that Yakuza more of a beetle, and
she dropped the power
too
bomb
high
so
on the power bomb. And looks like Pinecone not happy about that power bomb placement. Gonna have to wait for a power bomb to go off in that room to get into the reactor.
Yeah,
That's
it's
Caio
waited
going
all
up
that time
against.
for it to blow up too, so then gotta wait again.
All right, Kyle.
Getting chased. Whoa! I thought
that was a close one.
Yeah,
Caio narrowly escaping that ice beam. Fortunately, with Varia's suit, it wouldn't get frozen at this point.
Yeah, it's just a lot of damage, but like the extra E-tanks, he could like for sure survive the hit. But yeah, he jumped over that shot with like almost no room. That was actually wild. Perfect timing.
Absolutely. That's one of those jumps that I don't think you could do it consistently if you tried.
Yeah, exactly.
But we take those.
Yep.
Getting hit by a couple of key hunters, but with 5 E-tanks, not going to be a big deal. Caio getting ready to go up against yet another boss here. The only boss in the game damaged by power bomb.
Oh, I got hit! Oh no. And he's standing too far to the right, so the left flower's gonna start. Okay, there you go. He finished up. Yeah.
Yeah, this boss
and
is pretty tricky when you're playing casually. And then when you speedrun it, you realize that you can just get enough missiles that after a couple charge shots, you absolutely spam the heck out of it.
Yep. You can cheese it quite a bit.
And getting good luck getting a green X drop here. Gonna take 5 shots on... Is it 5 or 4 on this one? I think it's 5.
5, I think. Yeah. Pretty sure it's 5. Okay, didn't want to risk the... because he had only one missile, but if he tanked it...
Yeah. Let's see what kind of luck... Okay, Pinecone getting pretty decent luck here on Yakuza.
Yeah. So having to do an extra cycle as well.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that was pretty lucky.
But only 1 round on that second cycle, so...
Yep.
Not bad here, and then it'll jump around the room, and you just have to try to find ways to hit it. You can get doubles on this phase. It is very difficult and requires Yakuza to be in the right spot.
Yeah, and
this is one of those bosses where
has to not be in the way too.
Yeah, and I know Pinecone was telling me that she has done a good bit of practice on this boss. It's definitely one of those where that's an early place where you can pick up a lot of time save.
It's true. Yeah, like when I did my first like
ooh, nice
2
double.
runs. Indeed. Another double.
Another double.
Yeah, like my first 2 runs that I done, like my Yakuza fights were so terrible, so I like grinded it for like 10 minutes to make sure that I wasn't bleeding like years on that fight.
Absolutely. Pinecone being nice enough to swing by in and out to pick us up a double-double.
Indeed. Want all that sugar in your coffee. Alright, so Sector 5 got kind of wrecked up because of the lingering shadow in the background that we just let roam free. So I gotta handle that. Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh, sorry?
Yep, about to come up on the SAX chase here. Sorry about that.
Oh, no problem. Yeah, the little bit of a tip I forgot like to say way back in the run was for both players I'd recommend working on using R shots here and there throughout the run to you can like save time in some spots or just like avoid getting hit in some places, like the main boiler explosion thing in Sector 3 especially. You can a lot of times like avoid getting hit in a lot of spaces with R shots pretty often.
Absolutely. It looks like Caio really wanting this Shine Spark here.
Yep.
Not quite getting the charge the first time, so running back and getting the Swag Spark. There's a really hard space boost strat you can do that looks amazing through that room.
Yeah, that thing is so hard. Like, yeah,
I
'cause you
have
to...
gotten it exactly once, and it wasn't in a run.
Ah, I got you. Yeah, I've never tried in a run. Like, I've messed around for fun, and like, I can get it sometimes, but like, yeah, that it's hard or too daunting for me to go for in a run. 'Cause you kind of have to like transition each room like at the top of the screen because it tries to like place the next transition tries to place Samus on the ground, so you have to go through each like broken door like high enough that you can space jump again, and then time the space jump.
And no beams for Caio on the way into Nightmare. Also, picking up the E-Tank there, managing to do it the quick way by unmorphing quickly after the crumble block breaks to grab the ledge.
Yep. I know some runners better than me at the game that are afraid to do that strat in Hundo to get the E-Tank, so looks like Caio might be ready to run Hundo.
And not quite getting the setup for the quick first phase, but still taking care of it pretty quickly. Unfortunately, taking care of Nightmare a little bit too farther to the left than you'd like,
and could climb down a bit. Yeah, there you go. I think he didn't know that he wasn't at like the very bottom of the ladder yet. So I knew that those shots would probably take, but yeah, again, he's going high. There you go.
Yeah, just slightly misjudging the spacing there. And Nightmare basically moves like any of the X in the game, so there is an invisible dot in the room, and it's moving around, basically tracking Samus's position, and then Nightmare's chasing that dot.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, to like manipulate his movement, yeah, you can kind of move it around if you're good at like controlling X cores, like normally. Oh shoot, he's doing some like low percent stress right now. Okay, there you go. And then yeah, he starts flying straight once he's generally if he's like laterally lined up with you, then he'll start flying straight. So you want to manipulate him to like kind of the middle of the room, so you can fly straight, and then you can just like unload with missiles like right in his face after.
Yeah, a lot of runners make the fight look easy, but this fight can absolutely get away from you quick.
Indeed. Yeah, it's definitely another fight that I practiced a lot. On I guess on like random commutes, because usually I'm using my GBASP if I were like practicing like before a marathon or something.
Nice. And Caio remembering to walk left to open the door and then run back to the right to build up speed to go through that wall.
Exactly, because otherwise, yeah, you're just gonna bonk.
And letting go of the shot and being able to get the spark through the door, you love to see it.
Yep.
And not getting shot by the pirate. Fortunately, Samus runs faster than plasma shots.
Yep. Alright, so getting into the lower sector 4, the underwater part.
Yeah, and we are about to make the Federation unhappy because Caio going to open up the last doors in the game, the red level 4 locks, and that will open up the whole station to us.
Indeed. Oh god, the baby Dragon thing in the way. I don't know what those are called, but yeah.
They're called Evirs, and they love to be in the way. Waiting for a power bomb to go off, killing the fish, and a second one will clear the way through this bomb maze into the red locks room.
Alright.
And Pinecone getting the speed charge on the first try, sparking through the hallway.
Clean. Oh. Okay, yeah. She's fine.
Yeah, Caio with a significant lead, but
yeah,
still anything can happen in this game.
Yeah, it's pretty massive, and he has like 60 tanks, so It's looking safe, but like, you know, it's never over. Like the other race that I commentated, like runner to lead, lead pretty much the whole race, like died to Sex, so. Or like the ice.
Yeah, and there's always a risk of death in the Ridley fight as well.
Yep. Yeah, that fight can be nasty sometimes. Oh my gosh.
Just one beam for pinecone. We take those.
I've definitely seen Xbox deaths in runs too, or box too.
And it looks like she's also opting to pick up the safety E-tank and 55 missiles.
Yep. 55th missile.
And we get one more time to see everyone's favorite TV slime cat girl.
Definitely meows when getting hit, so. Fortunately, Pinecone's not getting any missiles in there, so this might take a while to kill the gravity thing on the bottom. Right,
Yeah, Nightmare puts in a gravity effect that is like being underwater, and it also just makes your missiles not really go far, but you can still shoot. If you shoot them close enough, they can still hit Nightmare.
Yep.
Doing a good job of getting a lot of hits there off of the ladder, though.
Yeah, so.
And then nicely manipulates Nightmare. Definitely looks like Pinecone has put some time into this fight, killing it before it gets too far left so it can drift back.
It's definitely a huge time save over Kyle's fight.
Absolutely. Meanwhile, Caio has picked up diffusions.
I actually think that two of those doubles attempts, if she was facing like towards the core, I think they would have actually hit. But I think because she was facing backwards, I think that's why they barely missed.
Yeah, and for anyone not sure what we mean by doubles, every time you hit the core X with a missile, it becomes invulnerable for 3 seconds. But if you shoot 2 missiles such that they both collide the hitbox on the same frame, then you get 2 shots in, and that is something that we always want to try. There are setups for every boss except for one to get them.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, the next boss for Caio. Generally, people don't go for that RT. Whoa! Oh, okay. I thought Pinecone was about to be doing some like reverse like exit or something, but never mind. She was just like going really far back to charge up the speed booster. Unfortunately, only hit like one block. Speed block that's jumped a little late, I think. So it ended up being too low.
Yeah, which it happens. Meanwhile, Caio going back into Sector 6 as our old friend Box, the one boss that just ran away from us earlier, gonna be making a comeback.
Yeah, the revenge. Schmade noticed the body jerks on those doubles from Pinecone earlier on the Nightmare fight. It's like when you're
you just have to have the good follow through.
Exactly. Like when you're playing Mario Kart and you like turn like with your controller.
Oh, absolutely.
You like lean your body. I love that stuff. Should call it Mario Kart DI in Smash terms right now.
And Caio with the clean speed store there, being able to do a little bit of a spark up this room. And get your cat jams ready, chat.
Yep. The revenge of the Bucks. Okay, last time I was commentating, I asked if it was faster to door fix going into the box fight, which apparently yes. So I figured I'd just point that out.
Yeah, there is a door fix for it. There's actually a video that came out recently that has all of the door fixes in this game, just ways that you can save some frames. I think if you do them all, you save like 12 seconds over the course of a run.
Damn, 12.
And Caio making quick work of Xbox.
Indeed. Looking good. Oh shoot, he's just kind of chilling there and let the core run into him.
And it'll take 4 shots to get rid of this core.
Yeah, so
it
is
possible to get doubles, but it is absurdly hard, and usually even trying to set it up will lose time even if you get it.
Oh, I didn't know that part actually. That it Could lose time if you take long to set it up. It makes sense though, actually.
And chat enjoying Xbox's name, and it's because an X took over the box.
Yep. So you know, it's a low-hanging fruit fun. We have to do it. Xbox.
Yeah, this is speedrunning. If there is a bad joke to be made, we need to make it.
Yep.
And if that weren't true, then no one would ever let me on a mic. And Pinecone gonna pick up her diffusion missiles here. Third to last upgrade. I forgot about Wave Beam. Former rando player and me wanting to forget Wave Beam is a thing in this game.
Cursed item in randos.
Oh, and these Metroids are being kind and taking out that SAX for us. I guess we won't have to worry about the SAX for the rest of the run.
Looks like it's dead. Alright. Got a almost 6-second escape. There's a little,
Kaio's saying he is ahead of PB.
Indeed. Good luck, Kyle. Yeah, the little baby Metroids were like so in his way when he was getting out. So you had to kind of make like small detours, which definitely wasted a bit of time.
Yeah, I remember the first time I played this and I saw a 1 minute escape timer and I got really scared because I didn't know you just have to climb up to the top of the room you're in.
Yeah, exactly. It's so funny when I was watching. I forgot who. Someone was doing a blind run on. It was on the ESA channel like over a year ago, and it's Hundo blindfolded, and go and get that escape was like a pretty big like killer when you're blind because you don't know where the baby Metroids are. Yeah, so it's
and
like
the Metroids don't hurt you.
Exactly.
Oh, Pinecone taking a wrong turn at Albuquerque.
Oh, no. Yeah, if you don't know where you're going, then if you look at the background, you can see the number flashing for the sector.
Yeah, and she plays a lot of rando, so you get used to going different directions through things.
Depending on what you have and stuff. Or if the sectors are shuffled even. And yeah, Kyle making his way to Ridley.
And pre-breaking some missile blocks with the diffusion missiles there. Oh, getting trolled by a pirate. We're going to see our golden pirates here.
Yeah, he had a bit of trouble with space jumping, so oh god, I think that caused a lot of lag, like the power bomb.
Yeah, would you like to explain how the golden pirates work?
Oh yeah, so normally, just like the metal pirates and other games, so their back is supposed to be their weakness, but the game just checks if you're both facing the same direction when you shoot it, and since the plasma beam travels through the enemies, then you can shoot and then turn around, and then you're both facing the same direction as it's passing through, so you can melt them.
And now we have the loudest thing in the known universe, Ridley. Caio getting 0 beams, the game on his side here.
Oh, Ridley,
and
you get a jerk, facing backwards.
Yeah, we want to do as many diagonal shots as we can on Ridley and try to shoot where Ridley is going, because every frame that the wave beam is in Ridley's hitbox is more damage. Ridley has 4,500 HP, miles ahead of anything else in the game.
Yep. So it takes like 100 of your full-powered missiles to kill. So alright, you survived. But then yeah, the charge plasma does, I forget how much damage it does, like 28 per frame or something.
I think 27 per frame sounds right.
Alright, 27 per frame, there you go. And then yeah, since Ridley is massive, then it travels through him for a long time, so it does like 27 per frame.
It might be 36 with Wave Beam, but that might be the Ice Beam damage. Meanwhile, Pinecone fighting Xbox as Caio picking up his screw attack and going to be on the way into the final sequence.
Yeah, it's good. Ridley was looking a little scary because, yeah, he lost like 4 tanks in that fight, so. But should be chilling.
And that's especially why in a race setting you have the nerves up and you want to take the extra health. You can get some really respectable times without having to cut too many E-tanks.
Yep. Pinecone just barely like tanking a lot of missiles.
Yeah, spacing very important in the Xbox fight and relatively tough to get the spacing down.
Yeah, it actually like does take quite a bit of practice. So I remember having a hard time when learning, just a little, and like.
Yeah, because you have to shoot the middle segment. If you hit either of the side segments, you just tank off. Clean
Yep.
on the core X though, getting her wave beam as Caio making his way back into Sector 1 for the escape.
Indeed. This is one of the most egregious space jumps I've ever seen in a Metroid game.
And we're playing on a space station instead of a planet, so you'd think that Samus would just blow up the space station, but it wouldn't be a Metroid game without blowing up a planet, so...
Yep.
Gonna make sure in the final sequences here that gonna get ready to blow up a planet by dropping a space station on it.
Yep. Yeah, every time Samus is kind of choosing which planet she's gonna blow up in the next game.
And Linkshot in chat saying that he thinks that Ridley was trying to say your name, Ryan.
I wouldn't be surprised. I've whooped that boy a lot.
And Schmade, I look forward to that box 2 guide that you are planning on making.
Yep. Yeah, if anyone's seen his box 1 guide, I recommend checking it out. Saw him tweet it a couple months ago.
Yeah, Pinecone with a little bit of trouble from the Metroids on the way out of there, but still getting out with 51 seconds left.
Yep. This little jerk's like bonking you like crazy.
Meanwhile, Caio going into the longest sex sequence in the game.
Yep. Samus talking to Adam, talking to herself. All right,
Then has to step away and then go back and talk to Adam again because she's still locked in the room.
Yep. So he made sure not to use his Shine Spark by accident, so he just walked over. So normally you want to just like do a low jump to reset the platform trigger, but
yeah,
if you
we've
jump
all
in
done the
place,
Shine Spark in that room at some point, and you just feel like a goofus.
Yep, I've definitely done it like 4 times than I'd like to admit. It always like feels bad and also it's like funny at the same time. I always laugh when I'm also, like annoyed, but I laugh at the same time. I'm like, yeah, I
Looks like
deserve it.
Pinecone was considering taking 1 extra E-Tank for Ridley safety, deciding to skip it.
Yep. Yeah, because she shot the diffusion and cleared the missile blocks, but...
Yeah, one of 2 spots in the game that actually encourages you to use the diffusion missiles that they put in.
Yep.
Least well-utilized power-up in the game.
Yeah, it's pretty much a downgrade as a whole, because makes doubles harder, and then yeah, it makes doubles harder, and it's like not really that useful, like in most places.
Yeah, because
Certainly
each
not in
missile
this game.
upgrade makes the cooldown between your shots longer, and it makes the missiles travel faster, so
Oh, she's
that makes it all the harder to make 2 hit something's hitbox at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. And the fusion missiles only adds like 5 to your missile damage, so...
Caio is going to go up and fight the SAX, though.
Yep. So he's near the end. Oh, Pinecone getting beaten up a little by the little rippers in the way.
Another no beam, though. Neither runner getting beams at Ridley, and that is the last one.
Oh, point blank, baby. Actually never seen this before.
Yeah, Caio looks like getting the backup here, using horizontal shots instead of diagonal that aren't in the hitbox as long. Optimally, that phase takes 4 shots, but it can take a lot longer. And we do refreeze not just for safety, but normally you only hurt the SAX for 1 frame when you hit it, and it's only vulnerable to the charge beam.
Yeah.
But when you freeze it, you get all of the frames, so vastly speeding it up. And
Yeah,
Caio going to use a cheese strat here, not going for doubles, just trying to take care of the ice core.
Yeah, not risking a double. Alright, and gets through.
And Pinecone through Ridley.
Yeah, if you want to play SAX extremely safe, then without doing the stun lock, then it takes like, I think like 20 or more charge shots to even.
Did that one hit double?
I don't think so. think one tank.
Yeah, I always have trouble telling once we get to diffusion missiles just because there are more particles on screen.
Yeah, because she had the charged like diffusion shot, right?
It took me an embarrassingly long time of running the game before I found out that the way you tell if you got a double is that the missile impacts right that you see two of it.
Yeah.
Before that, I was always like, how do you know that the runner's got a double?
Yeah, it's definitely more noticeable once you have ice beam too, because you'll see the ice particle as well.
Yeah, and let's see if Caio's gonna
ice
get
missile,
our
yeah.
low height swag spark. Oh,
Nope.
hitting the ground and gonna be a little too high, so we're gonna get a bonk here. Unfortunately, run invalid.
Yep. Try again.
Oh, and Caio's gonna have to watch out. Down to 1 HP against the Omega Metroid.
Uh-oh. Another loud jerk as well. Yeah, what's happening? I even know how to explain what's happening.
Yeah, it looks like the
Okay,
SAX
imagine.
redemption arc here, and we're going to get the ability to hurt the Omega Metroid by turning orange. If you hack the game to give yourself the ice beam, it doesn't do damage until you get orange. And Caio with the positioning to just, as long as you wait for a scream to go through, then shoot point up and just spam the shot button, you will get through that, and Caio is going to win this race with an official race10.gg time of 1:23:05. Get your GGs in the chat for Caio.
I think he PB? I'm not sure though.
And we'll see if we can get him in here, and we can ask him about that.
Yeah, I said, yeah, I didn't mind. I wanted my PB to sound to appear. Alright, congrats on the PB.
You love to see the race PBs, and we are joined by CaioXG.
Working. Hey, hello.
Whoa. Hello.
Dang, I got a PB. No way. Thank you all for the GG chat.
Hey, congrats.
As I said, I hope you guys didn't mind it. I just wanted to make a single sound appear if you guys had my sound.
Yeah, I heard it.
I heard it. This is the auto hand sound. So, well, since this is a PB, I was rather satisfied with the run. I had a really bad Sector 4 segment. Like, I even refilled by accident. I thought it was in the following room. I jumped right into the refill. That was a new one.
So the refill was an accident.
Right? Yes, it was an accident. I jumped because I thought it was the following room. And I jumped right into the refill, and then I proceeded to refill.
What did I say?
What did I
exactly?
Is that exactly
how it played? Alright. Just making sure.
Hold on, I mean...
But yeah,
Let me see if I can change the settings.
Oh, sorry, I didn't catch that.
Okay, now I changed my settings, so now I'm your sound's coming from my headphones, so that should be double logic.
Yeah. I was definitely echoing a lot. So.
So other than Sector 4, of course I can find lots of mistakes I did. Yakuza fight was not very good, but then again, I'm really bad at Yakuza. I hate Yakuza. But hey, PB is PB, right? It went well.
Indeed. Yeah, only up from here.
Always hyped to get a PB in a race.
Yes. Then again, my previous PB was that good, so not that hard to PB when you think about that.
What was your previous PB before?
Oh, I already forgot. Hold on. And my live split shows I got the PB by 45 seconds, so 1:23:40 something.
Nice.
Also, I saved a lot of time on the last segment.
Yeah, definitely a fun grind to go through when you're in the 120 range to get those times down and you start seeing time just melt off.
Yes. Oh, if I may speak in Portuguese a little, muito obrigado, Oline, por ter aparecido na run. Eu sei que você ama Metroid Fusion, valeu por ter torcido pra mim. Sorry, I was just thinking a Brazilian runner that a Brazilian viewer that I recognize.
I got you. Yeah, I don't know Portuguese, so. No, that's cool.
I just thank you for coming here, really, for me. That's all.
Very nice.
Meanwhile, blinked and I missed the entire phase 1 of Pinecone's fight against the SAX onto the most cursed horn node in the game. Getting that absolutely the way you want to see it. And let's see, is she going to go for doubles or is she just going with the safe strat? Looks like she is just getting that caught. Ooh.
Yeah, the cheese.
Missing the hitbox and tanking a missile, but able to back it up and still get it with that opening. There are 4 of the 6 shots. And there's number 6, so ice core down. And we're gonna go into another escape here.
Alright, will there be at least one low height shine spark?
Also, Kaio, one thing I want to point out here, I really liked the bomb strat in the Sector 5 SAX chase. I didn't realize you could do that.
When I played safe, yeah, I thought, oh, my health's low. I didn't know if I could take one hit from the SAX, and I thought, also less opponents that my. I'm sorry, I forgot my opponent's name. Pinecone. Pinecone, sorry. Less opponent Pinecone had. She raced against Vicious Delicious, and he actually died right after that room because he took damage from the SAX. And in the next round, those weird crab enemies managed to shoot at him. So I thought, yeah, I'm going to not make the same mistake he did. I'm going to just play safe here. It's a time loss, definitely, but I really was afraid of failing to jump over SAX and then, dying, and that's GG. I lose the race. So sometimes playing safe is good.
Is that a strat that the damageless run uses? Out of curiosity, I know you were working on that for a bit.
Oh, probably yes. Probably yes, because there is no point in going for that danger. Like, it's easy to jump, but if you don't jump, you lose the entire run. However, A Blasty is the one who got it. It's not entirely possible. He also never realized those blocks are bomb blocks as opposed to power bomb blocks, and did the risky strat. It's not impossible, but I never watched the damageless run stream of me.
Okay, so maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, and looking forward at the bracket, Kaio, your next opponent, going to be a bit of a challenge here, as you will be up against FPiz, the number 4 seed in the tournament.
Well, I'm kind of glad I won one match so far. It's natural that at open tournaments sometimes you have to pair a lower opponent against a higher opponent. Like, I'm not going to wish FPiz dies in the middle of the run so I can win. I'm just going to play for fun and show myself. We even have an expression in my language. It is to show your face to be beaten. Dar a cara bater. Like, don't be afraid. Just show yourself, play the game, and I probably will lose, I know, but I'm here for fun. So.
Indeed. And
yeah, I like that perspective. And Pinecone is going to finish with a 129.18, so get your GGs in chat for her as well.
See, minus 15 seconds.
Can I close my stream? I guess I'm already in the interview anyway, so.
Yeah, the minus 15 seconds there that's how the countdown works. We set these up with a 15-second countdown.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if Pinecone's joining in the call or not, but
yeah, I just marked her as finished, so it looks like she will be joining us.
Okay, sounds good. Sarah's, I guess, just big chilling, waiting. But yeah.
Yeah, and we are being joined by Pinecone. GG, Pinecone.
Hey, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, GG, girl.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it was definitely not my cleanest race at all, but it was definitely a lot of fun.
Nice.
Yeah, definitely saw some of the practice you've been putting in on some of the bosses paying off for you, though.
Yeah. I've been. I mean, the main reason I entered this tournament, I mean, I wasn't expecting to win any races. There's a lot of talented players here, but just to give myself excuses to practice, and I've definitely gotten a little bit better at different bits and pieces of the game. Long way to go, but it's been a lot of fun just playing and preparing.
That's dope. Yeah,
Absolutely,
well,
and that's a
bots-
mindset that you really need to go into tournaments with, especially early on. Is just, with this and with any sort of anything in the fighting game and Smash community, it's just you learn in competition and it pushes you.
Absolutely, yeah. It's a big motivating factor, and it's and I did win one race, so I can't complain too badly about how I did so far. So next time I'll be ready.
Not bad, not bad. And yeah, it seemed like most of the boss fights were pretty clean as well, or like the ones in the latter half, especially.
Yeah, I in my early races in particular, I'd really struggled against a couple bosses, even taking a death or two. And so that was a big point of emphasis for me in practice. Now I think I just got to clean up a lot of little movement things, a few brain farts here and there, and get some more doubles in my course, and then hopefully I'll start approaching the lower 120s after I do all that.
Yeah, it's always the progressive stuff. It's like, yeah, getting boss fights down, then starting to get doubles more consistent,
Mm-hmm.
and then like room strats, and then yeah, it's like usually the progression.
Yeah, also, it looked like you were a little bit on the fence on trying to decide if you wanted to pick up the E-Tank and Turian.
Yeah, I kind of just fired the missile instinctively, and then was like, oh yeah, there's an E-Tank there, and just kind of of all the mental mistakes I made, I wouldn't say it's my biggest, but probably running toward Sector 5 when I had to go to 6 was the dumbest thing I did. But I was thinking about grabbing that extra tank just to be extra safe, because I figured the race probably wasn't gonna happen at that point. But I went for it. It went fine.
Can't blame you on trying to go to Sector 5 there, though, because you have to go to Sector 5 somewhere around 1 billion times in the run, so it's a fair assumption that that's where you have to go.
Right, it's just muscle memory, basically. As soon as you come up from the right side of the main deck, you go to Sector 5, but, oh well.
Yep. But yeah. Kind of ran out of things to say.
Yeah.
It turns out they did not
thanks
get any
everybody
game time
for,
PB.
behind the tournament for organizing things.
Oh shoot, I heard two voices at the same time, so I didn't hear either one of you.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah. Both
Oh my god, no.
Caio and Pinecone were both talking at the same time, so I didn't hear either.
Sorry, I just gonna use this stuff. But pinecone said she was just thankful because, well, for the organizers for making this tournament possible, for letting us run, and I guess I'm making her words my own too. Thank you all for allowing me to have fun. It was fun, and I'm glad I had fun. So thank you for that.
Hey, nice. Yeah. Exactly. Like everybody's here for friendly competition, so it's pretty chill.
Yeah, and definitely go ahead and give these runners a follow. Both are good runners and play a couple of games here as well, so you might be able to see some really interesting stuff on those streams. Also, make sure you give my fellow commentator here, Ryan Ford, a follow. And thank you, Ryan, for joining me in the booth today.
Hey,
it looks like the chat commands don't want to cooperate with us, but
yeah, Nightbot's taking a break, I guess.
Maybe Nightbot and the box bot are the same, so he just destroyed it.
Oh my god.
But now where will we get our cat jams from?
Gotta wait till the next race.
Yeah. But does anyone have any closing thoughts today?
Well,
I think I don't.
Oh, sorry, I interrupted.
No, I was just saying, I think I don't. I gotta go soon from now, so something came up at 4 o'clock, and it's slightly after 4 o'clock actually, but it's like 20 to 4, so.
Oh. Okay. We won't keep you then.
Yeah, and there is a busy day across the Speedgaming Twitch landscape here. As part of SGLIVE, we have games all over the place. So basically, for the rest of the day, tune into one of the Speedgaming channels. You'll probably find some sort of a speed run. We've got Crystal Rando on the books. We've got Metroid Prime. We have Link to the Past Rando. We have Super Metroid Rando. Pokemon Rumble is coming up. SMB3 Rando today. Just all sorts of things, and even some Super Metroid and Link to the Past combo Rando coming up at 9 p.m. tonight on Speedgaming 5. So all sorts of things, schedule.speedgaming.org if you want to check it out and see what's going to be coming up. But with that, I will shoot out one last thanks to our runners for putting on a good race. Thank you again to Ryan for joining me in the booth, as well as to the Speedgaming volunteers for everything you do in putting on these races. We love to see them. With that, I have been Autumn Out of Habit, and we will see you next mission.
All right. Peace out, y'all. All right. That was fun. Fun, Autumn. I'll catch you later.